Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Y'all know who it is. Dre, Reg. We back. Like cook crack. Whatever they say. Give us some applause. I turn up the mood. I feel a little monotone. Let me turn this shit up. All right. Turn it up a little bit. My nigga had a birthday yesterday.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
Shit, I'm recouping now. I'm recovering, man.
Okay.
I'm recovering. Went out last night, man. Had a nice little dinner. Spot called RPM, man. Little Italian restaurant, man. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool spot, man. Had me some swordfish, man.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Swordfish, had some swordfish, some Australian lamb chop loin.
I got an affinity for lamb chops. Oh my god. But yeah.
Man, so it was pretty good, man. And went out and after that went to a little bar, man, and had a few drinks. I ain't gonna say a couple, a few. Had a few, bro. Just people out and about, just showing love, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So all in all, it's a good birthday for me, man. Blessed to be here, though.
Okay. That's good. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man.
Yes, sir.
Glad you enjoyed it. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. When I thought about it, I was like, damn. It fell right on Wednesday too. I know he ain't gonna be out in the streets. Yeah. I was like, yeah, we gonna have to. And I already knew. I mean, I just figured I'd say something to you anyway. But I was like, it's already a given. But,
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, that's good shit, man. My baby girl birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She be 18. Ooh.
8.
I know. Then graduate high school. The month after, June.
Yeah.
Then be in college in August. Man. Oh. Hey, time is flown, man.
Yeah.
She got accepted to VCU.
Okay. All right. So that's what she gonna rock?
Yep. She be going to VCU in August.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to say about it, but and staying on campus too.
Okay.
I know, right? The full college experience.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to you though, and baby girl. All Aries.
All Aries season is in full effect, baby.
Yeah. Aries gang. Man, I'm cooling. I'm trying to get back, man. My last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, man. I've been like ripping and running, eating just whatever, drinking, hanging out till 12, 1, 2, 3. So
okay.
Yeah. I don't like the way I feel, so I gotta get that shit back together. And then, St. Lucia coming up, so right. They might want to be outside, half naked or something. I can't be, coming out the beach, with the terrible dad bod.
Goddamn homeless simp.
Yeah. But the more I think about it, though, I'm not I'm not super overly because I'm in decent shape, not in the shape I was, or pre-military, but I feel like, long as I'm healthy and comfortable, I'm good, because I lived that life to where I was in the gym all the time. I was eating a certain way. And when I think about it, I wasn't as happy.
Yeah.
Because it was just so structured and strict. For what I do, okay, I can't eat this, I can't eat at this specific time. Oh man, if I go out, want to have drinks with the fellas or whatever else, I got a limit, because your alcohol got the most empty carbs, period. So but So I think it's the balance, but I'm a little more comfortable and happy, with how things is now, you know what I'm saying, versus then, counting calories and packing meals to go to work with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, it's 12 o'clock, gotta get this meal in. Oh, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock, gotta get this meal in. 6 o'clock, gotta get this meal in. Okay, my last one is at 9 and I'm good, can't fuck with nothing for the rest of the night, man. Yeah.
It's definitely a lifestyle, man. You gotta be disciplined. Sure.
Yeah. But let's get to it, though. Let's get on talk about a little. Do we even got sports to talk about? I guess we can talk about OBJ.
Yes.
He had his press conference and I guess the 4 playing games. And we'll start out with the Commanders, $6.5 billion.
6.5 billion. That's pretty
highest amount for any sports franchise as yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Group includes Magic Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What would that make for him? 4 teams?
Is it? He got a soccer?
I think so.
I know he got. Do he still got that stake in the? Well, I know the Dodgers. Does he got one in the Lakers?
Pretty sure he does.
He might. The Sparks? Does he still got in the Sparks?
Are the Sparks even a thing?
LA Sparks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are a thing. LA is Sparks. Oh yeah, they did draft. Yeah, man. I don't know what he has.
Might be right.
But what I do know is major for him to be a part of his group, for him to be a group 1 and for 2 to be, the first black owner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is he a sole owner? No. But for him to even have stake in it, man, is major, dog. So shout out to the Magic Man himself. Right?
Will he be the first? There's no other team that has like even a minority, like maybe a 1% ownership of a black person.
We can check it.
That's interesting. But shout out to Magic. Nevertheless, man, it's even if it isn't, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. OBJ signed with the Ravens. I think they kind of overpaid for him. Is he? Yeah, well, yeah. Is he a number 1 receiver? I don't think he's a number 1 receiver right now. But he might end up being. The whole time for the last 2-3 years, they were saying get Lamar Jackson needs a game changer at wide receiver. He needs a number 1 receiver, and a lot of people acting like this OBJ signing is that indeed. And is OBJ exciting? He's dynamic, yes, but is he as a number 1 receiver right now in this point in time? In my opinion, he's not a game changer. As a number 1, I don't think so. I would have did everything I could to get DeAndre Hopkins. But I mean, OBJ was out there. He got 18 mil, right?
15 guaranteed, 18 up to 18, depending on how he performs.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on as him being the best number 1 option on the team. I mean, of course he's gonna be number 1 option. He's gonna be the best wide receiver out of the wide receivers they have, but there are a lot of teams I think he goes to and he's not a number 1.
Yeah, okay.
Which says a lot.
Okay. I mean, I hope that he is healthy. I hope that it works out for him. I mean, 15 million is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, so many people saying, oh yeah, now that he's doing this, Lamar is a shoe-in. He is not.
No. Nope.
He is not.
at all.
And I think OBJ knew that coming in. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it is what it is. You got to get your bread.
Yeah.
You know. Shout out to OBJ for securing the bag.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm all for the black man, for our fellow brothers getting their money. That's one thing indeed.
No, I understand what.
Yeah, and if they're gonna get the money to him, give it to him. But I mean, I do think they overpay. But that's what a lot of people. I mean, fuck, we can say that about a whole bunch of other receivers, a whole bunch of just players in general.
Facts.
So I mean, he's been a lot of them bums out there that's getting probably more. So, you know,
right.
What do you think? And this is just off subject. Where do you think Elliott's going? It's been quiet for Zeke.
Zeke, I don't think he goes anywhere. I think he takes a massive pay cut and he stays in Dallas.
Really?
Where's he gonna go?
I'm with you. I'm with you. He could have took a pay cut without them cutting him though, right?
Oh,
they
they
cut him.
When they cut him?
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I'm not much of a Zeke fan anyway.
Yeah, me neither.
So yeah, no. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen with him then. You're right. I don't know, man.
What would you say the best fit is for him?
For a running back like Zeke, I'm just not a fan of his style of football.
Me neither.
I really don't know.
I don't know. Would you welcome him in Carolina? Two-back system.
We got 2 running backs.
What that way you do?
I mean, I think I'm cool. Zeke is a dog power back.
Yeah.
Then he's not elusive anymore. He just runs into the pack and hopes to get yards, bro. Like,
yeah, push for move the pile a little bit.
Yeah.
I wanna give a shout out to the Atlanta Hawks, man, because
okay.
Everybody let me just I'm not an Atlanta Hawks fan, but everybody said that they was wrote off. Everybody wrote them off.
100%.
And I was thinking in my mind, I said, well, because all I heard was Miami's gonna give the Boston Celtics problems. The Boston Celtics better watch out for the Heat. The Heat are gonna push the Celtics. I see this going 6-7, and the Heat having a real chance to win. I'm like, well, they haven't even beat the Hawks yet.
Right. Yeah, wind up losing to them.
Yeah, and Trae Young in a 1-game series. I mean, if he's on his game, it could be very competitive.
We saw that.
And Atlanta thumped them upside their damn head. Thumped them upside their head.
Yeah, Trae had a very good game, man. Shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Miami plays what, tomorrow or tonight?
Oh, that's a good question. It should be tonight. It should be well.
That was Tuesday, right?
I think they play tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Tuesday they played. So I think they play tomorrow, and I think they'll play Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, right? It'll be Chicago. Chicago has to go to Miami. So I don't think they're gonna give Chicago a back-to-back, so it'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I mean, that game ain't an easy one either, though. If Zach LaVine played like he did last night, But then again, they was down by 19.
Bro, getting their ass spanked.
It was. How do you feel about them contributing the free throw woes to DeRozan's daughter? What are your thoughts on that?
Bro, these are professionals. Okay?
My thoughts exactly.
If a 10-year-old kid can come before you watch the game because she's fucking screaming,
right?
He's fucking bum.
Exactly. Because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, look, some of these guys played in Cameron. Some of these guys played in some of the noisiest places ever. High school gyms that like you're gonna get more sound, you're gonna get way more interaction than this game. You got places where people standing up in Speedos, dancing, tweaking their nipples, bending over, acting like they mooning you, and you telling me a 10-year-old screaming is throwing off, but it's cute, I guess, if they want to, phrase it that way. I'm with you. I don't think in no way, shape, or form that messed them up.
Come on. They just missed bucket.
Yeah. He's talking about guys that shoot hundreds of free throws daily.
Well, should be.
Yeah, well, should be. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So yeah. But Lakers Timberwolves.
Great game.
I agree. I think Minnesota fell apart.
100%.
They started selling for bad shots. But also I'm not gonna say the refs played the game, but that 19 fouls to 3 in the fourth quarter and overtime is wow. Yeah. As physical as Minnesota played, they only got three foul calls for them is crazy.
Facts, man. Ant-Man played like shit.
He did. Oh my God.
Ant-Man played like shit. He needed that. He needed to have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely fell apart, like you said, bro.
I mean, it's a whole lot that they had going on against them. Gobert not being there, even though now they're saying that he wouldn't have played anyway because he had back spasms. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, that and McDaniels didn't play either, right? Jaden McDaniel. Yeah, that motherfucker broke his hand.
He broke his hand.
Oh my God.
Punching the walls and shit.
Yeah. Oh, another story.
I've never been one to punch a damn wall.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There's no logic in it, man.
Jesus.
But anyway.
And you're getting paid millions of dollars to use these hands. That's your asset, right? That's your asset. Like, I mean, part along with your legs, your feet, you know what I'm saying? But especially if it's your dominant hand. What the fuck is wrong? That shit is dumb.
Now look.
Yeah. But of course, they're gonna LeBron playing the way he is in year 20 is something we've never seen. Yeah. But it's to the point now to where it's not his fault, but it's kind of expected.
Yeah, 100%. When you're great like that, if you will, like it's taken for granted.
It is.
It's taken for granted. Like definitely expect for LeBron to go out and turn a team around, turn a game around, or show that superstar magic or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But it's expected. And us as fans, we are spoiled.
Yeah.
Because I expect them to do it too.
Mm-hmm. And I think we do that with our greats.
Our greats, yeah.
Yeah, we expect Kobe to perform at a certain level. Michael, I mean, all of them, all of the greats. So I'm just not like I'm not amazed and surprised, when they go out, he played X amount of minutes, had 37 points and da 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 da. Oh, he had 5 dunks. I'm like, okay, I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Did LeBron things.
It's LeBron James, though.
Right.
You are absolutely right, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but that's just how good this man has been consistently.
Absolutely. The one thing I don't like, man, is all the crying and the whining about back-to-back games, and we just had a bad, that last game they lost to the Clippers. He said, we had a bad straw, a game of this magnitude, and having to play the night before. And I'm like, well, come on, man, you don't think Kobe didn't play back-to-back games? You don't think these other big, like, what are we talking about? You think Kobe never got like if Kobe played the Sacramento Kings and Chris Webber and Vlade Divac and Pedro Stojakovic and Mike Bibby, and then the next night had to play the Spurs with Tim Duncan and Bruce Bowen. You don't think Kobe got up for that back-to-back?
Damn sure ain't sit his ass down.
Exactly. What are we talking about? We was fatigued, that was tough. Like, oh, what are you talking about, man? But congrats.
Anthony Davis irritates me so bad. And you know what? And I have to give you, again, people are still riding these waves, and he shows signs of when he wants to ball out that he's a dominant force.
Yes.
But I also remember when the trade first happened, and you were like, dog, no. He was like, no, he is not him. He's not him, Duncan. He's not.
No.
He's not, bro. Like, I know he got hurt last, or not before last. He went up for a block. It was no contact, and he comes down and he's holding his rib cage. Like, what are you doing? He grimaced. Yeah. What are you doing, man? How did you hurt yourself? Now I know I have, being tall and shit. Yeah, sometimes your bones do a little. Yeah, I get it. I get that part, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Like,
he can be a game changer with. They've been telling us for the longest that he is one of the top 3 players
in the league,
playing in the league, and I just never see it. Why? Because he's never came off to me as the guy that you're going to win with if he's the best player on your team. And granted, there's only a couple of those in the league that we've seen like that. Like, of course, LeBron is going to be the best player on your team. You're going to win with him. LeBron cannot take a back seat to nobody, and you win a championship. Steph Curry is going to be outside of Durant, and those are your anomalies.
Yeah,
freak. But I think if Anthony Davis is going to be the best player on your team, you're not going to win a championship. I think you take LeBron off that team, they probably didn't make the playoffs this year.
They're the Pelicans.
Yeah, the Pelicans. There you go. There you have it. How many times the Pelicans made the playoffs without Anthony Davis when Anthony Davis was injured? A couple of times. And advanced to the second round. Never got out the second round. Never got out the first round with Anthony Davis, with a healthy Anthony Davis. So, I mean, it's Chris Paul, real quick. Not Chris Paul. Would you say Steph Curry is one of the best guards to ever play the game, or he's one of the best point guards to ever play the game? Do you look at him as a pure point guard?
I don't look at him as a pure point guard. But that's what he is. He's a point guard.
Yeah.
Like, he's a point guard. So you have to say he's one of the best point guards ever.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the prototypical point guard like Chris Paul, how you brung up? No, of course not. Mm-hmm. He's a scorer. It is what it is, a scorer.
Right.
Scorer. It is what it is. He's going to go down as one of the best players.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that on that for me.
Yeah. I watched OKC last night. I was thoroughly. I like Shy, man. I like Shy's game. Shy game is so smooth to me.
Silky smooth.
I've always liked it.
Silky fucking smooth.
Yes. If he can stay healthy, oh my God.
Yep.
True.
Yeah. He talks a lot of shit though.
Yeah.
But he also back it up.
Right. Yeah. Before we get out of sports real quick, I want to read you off some of the so-called stars out of the class of 2007. And these coming out of high school. Eric Gordon, OJ Mayo, Michael Beasley, Derrick Rose, Kevin Love, James Harden, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, Patrick Patterson, Johnny Flynn, Kyle Singler, Anthony Randolph,
Okay.
Chandler Parsons,
Okay.
Jajuan Johnson,
Okay.
Evan Turner, and Etwan Moore.
All right.
Those were your top stars coming out of high school in the class of 07.
Okay.
What do you think?
Role players. It's the first thing that came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Role players. Exception of Kevin Love had his stint. All right. I think you said James Harden, right?
Yeah, Harden.
He had his stint.
Yeah.
Eric Gordon had his stint. But the rest for me are role players.
Absolutely.
I mean, just remember the names that you said.
Derrick Rose could have been the one.
Well, Derrick Rose, yeah, right. So, no question. But
Beasley was supposed to be.
Michael Beasley is right now is probably about 20 minutes away from here. Like, but goes into mental health, man, and it's unfortunate.
Right.
While we talk about it at the end of the show, bro.
Yeah.
Get it together. Because if you see his videos, man.
Who? Beasley?
Mike Beasley.
Yeah. Whoever's
in front of him, I saw him. He had a video out. He gave your man Mario Chalmers the blues. The blues.
Yeah. All right. I was going to talk about some other shit, but we good, man. We leave sports alone. Well, what other game did we miss? We talked about them all because it was the Lakers and Timberwolves, Heat, Hawk, Bulls, Raptors, and OKC and Pelicans.
Yep.
I think CJ McCollum took some shots at Zion.
Well, did you hear what Zion said?
Yeah.
It's a mental block. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear what CJ McCollum said for me to know that it has something to do with that.
He said I got a torn labrum. I could have sat out and opted to have surgery, but I toughed it out with my guys.
Mental block.
Yeah. But at my age and your age, I mean, it's things that, I'm gonna go out there and play ball, and depending on how I feel, I'm okay. I'm going to I don't know, that mental block, because and he also said that sometimes he feel like the explosion is there, but sometimes you don't. So that's why you go out there doing warm-ups, and if you feel it, you feel it. You play, right? If you don't, you don't, right?
Dog,
that's what I would think.
If you want to get the fuck out of New Orleans, it's okay.
That's all you
just say that. Just say that.
Yeah, I'm with you, 100%.
I think for him, it's like the additions that the Pelicans have made, they're on the right track, in my opinion. Yeah. In my opinion, but can him and Bi play together? That's the thing.
It would appear that they got a contending team if he plays how he's playing when he's on the floor.
Right.
He's averaging like 24 games a season. I saw that earlier.
Diana.
Out of an 82 game season.
Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. And he missed all of last year. He missed all of last year.
Jeez. If you want to go, just say that.
Easy as that.
Shut it down.
Yeah. To move on, I want to give condolences and all that other stuff to the victims and families, everyone that was impacted by the shooting in Louisville.
Right.
Monday, right?
Right.
I believe it was Monday. Guy decided to go on IG Live and go on a shooting spree. And yeah, took some innocent lives. And then he was gunned down by police. Cold world, man. Cold world. And you're not safe. And we keep saying this shit. You're not safe nowhere.
No, you're not.
At all.
No, you're not.
And then And then these motherfuckers are getting bolder and bolder and bolder. Like we saw in Buffalo a year or two ago, the guy was actually recording himself when he went in the grocery store. This guy's on IG Live. It's been so it's like is these things are happening more where these people are like trying to actually record it and have it, put out there in the, you know what I'm saying? On the World Wide Web. One day, well, I doubt it. I was about to say one day we're gonna figure this gun shit out, but I doubt it. It's too much money in that industry.
Yeah.
Too much money. And
it's not going nowhere, dog. Why don't you up the ante? Why don't you rev up security?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like rev up security, man. Period.
And I mean, and shit, this shit's gonna end up turning to the Wild Wild West. You're just gonna have motherfuckers walking around with, in their car, in their backseat, a damn semi-automatic, waiting for some shit to pop off. And now you got motherfuckers shooting out. It's a big ass shootout. So, but once again, condolences to everybody affected by, the tragic event in there. I also saw that Shanquella Robinson, the individuals that's responsible for her death. Well, the feds and Mexican authorities have decided that there is not enough to charge or go after anybody.
I saw that. No federal charges, right?
Right.
Saw that, man. Like, dog, that's wild. That's wild.
Man, I feel for her family, dog, and her love. I do, because they need some answers. And an idiot can see that it's some foul play. Something is wrong with this shit, and it ain't what the individuals that she was with, whatever they're saying, that shit don't make sense. It don't add up at all. At all. How do you leave somebody in Mexico? And pack bags. They packed her bags and took them to her family's house. Bold, sitting in their face every day, like trying to figure out what happened. Happened with her, sitting in her family's face. We talked about that. Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, motherfuckers really be sickos, man. Legit sickos.
Hopefully something else comes about this and they can find out, something can happen. Whether it's some new news or some evidence. Right. Is crazy. I don't understand how they can't pursue nothing. I mean, this girl didn't trip down some steps, but I don't even we ain't gotta talk about this Jonathan Major shit. It's old now. I was gonna talk about the text message release, but there was some text message release from about R.Kelly.
Okay.
That was interesting. And okay. I'll just go to I'll read a little bit. And it was from one of the young lady's mom, and she was basically texting her daughter, telling her, I told you that you better look pretty. And then the daughter said, okay, I'm not there yet. Then the mom texted her again and said, girl, I know you need to start listening to me. And then the mom told her, fix your hair, make sure your lips are shiny, put eyeliner on, and fix your hair, make it slide to the side. It looks much prettier that way. I would blow him little kisses and wink at him and bite the tip of my finger. This is all while, this girl is in R. Kelly's presence, and she went on to say, sit on his lap and entice him a little. Me for one, I never thought R. Kelly was the lone individual that was wrong in this situation. I always feel like the parents and the all the other adults in the situation deserves a lot of blame, and there should be something done with them too as well. And it's sad because these text messages only makes the theory of these parents were selling their kids to him look even more like that's exactly what was going on, because that's what I thought the whole time, even when I saw the first part of Surviving R.Kelly.
Right.
I never had any doubt in my mind that we wouldn't even be talking about R.Kelly like this had he kept paying these girls' family. Once the money stopped, that's when all the trouble started.
Yeah. There's always how do I say this without offending anyone? Bottom line is that while R. Kelly did what he did, right, and got convicted of the things that he did, I guess I'll just go echo what you said to a degree. Nobody is 100% innocent, right? Especially when it comes down to these parents and shit, like you said, right? I'm not saying that it's okay for R. Kelly to do the things he did because it was some horse shit, but like you said, like you gotta look at these parents and like shit like that. And, that shit's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's wild. Like pawning, using your kids as pawns, man. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do this and do that. Did you remember what I told? Like,
sick.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Sick. And then and it's cool. It's cool until the money stop or the money dry up.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, that Surviving R. Kelly doc, that part one, that's the biggest thing I got of it. I'm like, these parents is just as guilty as this motherfucker.
Facts.
Cold world, man.
Facts.
Cold fucking world. So I'm gonna let you tell us about NLE Choppa and Sukihanna. We were supposed to get on it last week, but we got more news, so we can definitely touch it.
Okay. So when it comes down to NLE Choppa and Sukihanna, what's the other young lady's name?
Sexy Red, right?
Sexy Red.
Yeah.
Right? So they have this video, and in the video, NLE Choppa he has two extensions in his two different hands. Extensions. And the extensions happen to be these women hair, the hair of the women, right? And they are on the ground or in the grass walking like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And he received a shit ton of backlash for it, but also too they received a shit ton of backlash for it because they are, Black Twitter and Black IG, if you will, are saying, you should be representing, us in a different manner. You sold out, you did this, you did that for likes and clout and for this music.
Right.
Right after that, NLE Choppa, the backlash that he received was basically like, yo, you're degrading women and you should be ashamed of yourself. This, that, and the third, right? So he comes out. Well, I saw right after that. But also, too, the biggest thing that people are seeing now was obviously the interview that he did on the Breakfast Club this week.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was just like, hey, man, basically, I would never, disrespect, our Black queens. I've been down that road before, and I am not that person any longer. However, let it be known, these women came up with this idea, not me.
Right.
I just went along with it. So for me, real quick, I just think that people are so hypocritical about that type of crap when it comes down to what is being shown or what's being displayed by other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are artists, right? It's a form of art.
Right.
Right? They make music, they're musicians, they make music, they paint a picture with their words, they have visuals to get to a point for you to like their song. That's their job, right? So at the end of the day, why are we beating these people up for doing exactly what it is that they want to do? One, like that's their right. You can do what the fuck you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, since we're talking about artistry, let's just say a painter, right? Let's just say a painter paints a woman, or whether it be a black woman or whatever, paints her butt naked or whatever the case may be. I don't know, right? Or we can talk about stuff that's out right now, like past painters and shit like that. Are these motherfuckers getting backlash for having butt naked people on pictures or on canvases, or you know what I mean? Like, so it's all subjective. One, but two, they're artists. They are let them do what the fuck they want to do. I didn't. One night I was reading it and I really commented on Shade Room because I really wanted to smoke. Because it's like, you guys, you people on here, you know what I'm saying? This is not a role model. This is not role model like. Well, she's not. Yeah. Who said that these people are role models? You know what I'm saying? Who said these people are role models?
Right.
Or you being degraded and shit like that. But like I said to you, guess what? These same folks, some of them are going in. I'm not saying it's right, but let's just think about it, put it in perspective. Some of these same people are going into offices every day, punching the clock, and have other people looking at them like a piece of meat to take them down.
You're right. 100% right.
If they aren't taking them down. Right? And you're saying, there's nothing worth money. Bro, it's a video.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a video. But because they get walked like dogs, who fucking cares? They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody put a gun to anybody's head and made them do it.
At all.
If you're looking for these women to show your daughter what it's like to be a lady, then you're smoking dog food anyway. Your priorities aren't in order, and you need to go find somebody else to do it.
You already lost the battle's lost already. If you
go find somebody else to do it.
Right. Absolutely.
It's some other things going on there. So I mean,
more pressing.
Come on, man. I would never do this. I would never do that. You don't know what the hell you would do.
Absolutely. And even if you wouldn't, that's fine.
Yeah. But what the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Exactly. And what they're doing in their video or how they do it. I mean, it's a video. It's not real life.
It's a video. That's it. It's not like, come on. But like I said, I think we talked about it before. You got people like Rennie Rucci and shit like that who got men with dog collars and shit all around her, beating the brakes and shit like that. That's not the great night. Can't nobody say nothing about that.
Right.
Not one peep about it.
Right. They're still kind of cool with Cardi saying she drugged men and robbed them. But, she released a statement. She did what she had to do. That was she was living life. She did what she had to do.
Hey, that's what she was. That's what she was.
Right. So it's crazy things that we find outrage about. And it's wild. I did I particularly care for the video? No, because I don't listen to NLE Choppa like that. But I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I really didn't care. It didn't move the needle either way for me. I saw it as some artists making a video, and there's specific things that every artist talks about in their songs. And so if they're doing a video to portray it, then it is what it is.
Okay.
I mean, hell, we got motherfuckers that talk about coke and crack and prostitution and killing all, you know what I'm saying? But we worried about motherfuckers with, hair, they're getting walked by their hair. But whatever. The stand music. What are your thoughts on this Jim Jones Pusha T thing?
Okay, so for those who don't know, Jimmy basically said that he doesn't believe that Pusha T should be on what list?
He's not a top 50 rapper.
He's not a top 50 rapper of all time. Well, Jimmy, I think it's just all about what type of rap you listen to, what type of music you listen to, and you know, I think that I'm going to disagree with Jim Jones on that.
Okay.
I am going to disagree with him. I'm not saying that Pusha is. I'm not even going to talk about the placement of Push on the list, but they are not, in my opinion. Let's just say he was on. What was his number?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I know Jim Jones' rebuttal was all he does is rap about coke. No one wants to be like him. He hasn't influenced a style. Bitches don't want to fuck him. Niggas don't want to be like him. He don't got no swagger. So where does he belong on his list? And I think that's some dipshit Harlem shit because they're flashy and everything else. And I think he didn't say nothing about his rapping ability. He said he's a great rapper, but then he named all the other things.
And the list was what? Top 50 what?
Greatest rappers of all time.
So he's putting everything into it. So he's saying that it should be more than just about your skill and about how you make songs. Is that what?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I guess the influential part of it, like he don't influence the culture or hasn't. And he went on to say that he would put NBA YoungBoy on the list before Pusha.
Just sounds like some hateration there.
Sounds like a lot. I don't think
with Jimmy, man.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think NBA YoungBoy belongs on any list that Pusha's on. Nowhere near.
As far as skills, probably not. As far as influence, though.
Yeah. Well, that part, yeah. But what are we talking about, man? When we compare NBA YoungBoy and Pusha T,
from an influence standpoint, you have to. But
absolutely, yeah.
But again, his music is not for you, and it's not for me. So I'm gonna leave that one alone.
But from our generation, there's only a handful that's really influencing right now. Like right now, in this point in time, like these younger artists that are coming up. Your young boys, your little babies, your Dirks. There's only a handful. And we're talking about the elite of the elite.
Right.
And a lot of the influencers these days, these young kids, aren't the elite, but it's just these generations, version of what we grew up listening to. And the guys that influence us,
Yeah, no, I think I get what you're saying. I think you are saying with the time, the music is with the times, and with the age of these guys, right? So how we view, the pioneers or some of the stands that are in our era, that's how they view it.
Right.
If I got it correct.
Yeah. So to say, I mean, because for what it's worth, you can say, well, is Jay-Z influencing the young culture? No. But that don't mean he's not, he doesn't have influential impact on music at all.
Is he not influencing them? He might be influencing them in a different way, though.
Yeah, in a different way, but
like this is the bar. Get here. That's influence. It's motivation.
Yeah. But, NBA YoungBoy, Vert, and Dirk, Baby, all these guys, I mean, their influence is going to be a whole lot different than Jay's, Pusha, I mean, anybody from our era right now. So
100%.
Absolutely. So that I think that would be, Jimmy saying that is null and void because I don't expect Pusha to be an influential factor on, the younger audience right now.
Right. No question about it.
Now, if you want to talk about the clips pusher, grinding pusher, back then, we got a whole different conversation.
100%.
So
100%.
It's some hateration going on in Jim's.
Oh yeah, buddy. Come on,
Jim's
Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Come on, bro.
I don't know what he got going on. I wanted to talk about Dreamville, the fest, but we'll leave it alone because that's about 2-3 weeks past now, about 2 weeks. But I did enjoy it. I don't know if you watched it. I enjoyed it. We're in the 50th year of hip hop. So all year is anniversaries and celebrations. Every time something comes up, I love it. I need to get out to one of these festivals or concerts, man. Just, to see the celebration. I saw some shit that I saw a lineup that's crazy. It'll be in a Radio Music Hall in New York, and it is crazy. I'll probably I'm gonna look for the names and we could talk about it next episode. But it's just honoring the the pioneers and just 50 years of hip hop. That shit was dope though. I was like, God. But the Dalai Lama.
Okay.
And it's not funny, but
it's not.
It's not at all. Oh God. All right, so the Dalai Lama is basically the Pope for monks.
Okay.
Whatever the Pope is to, the people that he leads, the Dalai Lama is that for the monks, Buddhism or Buddhist, whatever. So recently, he was on altar. They were doing whatever rituals they do. A young boy was up there, and he basically stuck his tongue out and had this young kid suck on his tongue.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why he had this little boy suck on his tongue. I don't know. Wouldn't matter if he was a little boy or a little girl, by the way, but he had this child suck on his tongue. What is the significance of that? What are we doing?
Fucking sick.
What are we doing?
Fucking sick. I think this is a direct reflection of what goes on when the cameras are not rolling.
Facts.
And for him to come out, I don't even have the apology, but for him to come out and apologize, I think further cements that, because I strongly believe there's some other shit that's going on behind closed doors when the cameras aren't rolling. If you were doing this shit out in public, not knowing that you're being recorded.
Like, what made that okay, bro?
At all. I would have to look deeper into it. Is this some kind of ritual that they have going on within their religion or something that they practice? I don't know. I would hope not. But it's sick. He's a sick fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Shut up, Siri. But
we need a Siri. But actually, I do. He is a clown for that. Like, I don't give a damn what your rituals are, man. No kid supposed to be he's supposed to put your damn tongue in no kid's mouth, dog. Oh, right? What's going on, man? I don't get it. Shit freaked me out, weirded me out, dog. All of the above, man. Like, what? Sad shit. Sad as fuck, bro.
And I mean, he'd have a long day with me if that was my son. He would have a long day. Oh my God. I mean, I don't, there's nothing that makes this right. Nothing that makes this right, acceptable. I don't care who you are, Dalai Lama. This is not what we do.
Heck yeah. That ain't it, bro.
No, it's absolutely not. It'd have been some chairs moving in that motherfucker, because we'd have made some space because I would have whipped on the Dalai Lama's ass. Would have whipped on his ass. Yeah, that's not what we're doing. We don't do that at all. And I think that all that shit needs to be looked into further to see what in the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was comfortable doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what tells you about being comfortable with it being done? That's probably ain't the first time.
Probably not the first fucking time.
Absolutely.
Disgusting.
Very cold world, man. The common theme. We are in the cold times, man. When shit like this is acceptable, is being done. Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
All right. So look, me and Tip was talking, right? Well,
all right.
And we was talking about okay, your person, right?
Your person?
Your person. Not
right.
Particularly your person, but just your person.
No,
all right. Yeah. So when you realize like that your number, you're just a number in their phone. Like your name is not saved. Is that an issue?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. For me, I probably, if I saw it, like I would be like, well, goddamn, like I'm not even working this fucking game. And I'm sorry, man, it's this damn bumblebee or this fucking wasp or whatever it is here in downstairs in Unapologetic Studios. And as you know, or if you don't know, I am allergic as fuck. So I'm trying to watch this man's every move. But yes, I do have an issue with it.
Okay.
I do, because like I'm not worth that to you. I'm not worth that to you. A name. I'm just number 3. Right.
Well, yeah, or just whatever your phone number is. Yeah, like the fuck.
Oh, so you just said so it's no name, just your number, not a like okay.
Yeah, just your phone number.
I don't know if I would have a major problem with that. I heard you wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because a lot of the times I don't save numbers. I mean, I don't save names, right? It comes to a point where I just know somebody's number and that's just what it is.
Okay.
What you think though?
So I thought, and I said, I think it depends on where we at in this relationship, the level. If we have made it to where we are, I guess exclusive, then yes, it's an issue for me. But outside of that, any other time, probably not, because like you, I really don't save numbers. Well, I really don't put names to numbers until I mean I do. I'm not gonna say I always do. I don't always either, but it just depends. But when something's official, then yeah, I tend to put a name to the number then.
Okay. Yeah, and that's normally. I mean, you would think that's normal. But definitely, while I say I would have an issue with it, I definitely would bring it about. Like, well, damn, right. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Now, if and let me backtrack a little bit. So if we haven't made it official, but we rocking real tight, we rocking steady, like we doing a lot.
Okay.
I may be like, well, couldn't put an R in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Something like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But women are different. Like you might get an emoji in there. You might get, I mean, more than likely, chances are you might get something. So if you ain't even get like a little emoji or something, so I mean, then I would be like, yeah. I might need to bring this up.
Yeah.
Fuck is going on? Yeah. Because women will get mad and delete your shit, change your name and that motherfucker, put that nigga or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I think your name and don't. I'm not speaking factual, but there are a lot. I've seen it. A lot of times your name goes in the phone for a woman on her mood about how she feels about you right at that point in time. You can piss off and you can have a damn poop emoji that day and makeup, and the next day you can have hearts and kissy face and all the other shit. So I think for a lot of times it depends on, whatever's going on between y'all at that point in time.
Yeah, I remember, man, in Skylar's mom phone. I think I said on our pod years ago, dog. I had the poop emoji, the baby emoji, the circle with the diagonal line across of it, dollar signs. It's like, man, right.
I'm gonna ask about that. Like, yeah, what, like, how do y'all feel about that shit?
Yeah.
So I was looking at these prom pictures, and of course, this time of year, that shit always starts recirculating. And I saw a couple pictures where the guy went over, the girl's house, pick up a whatever else, and there's pictures with dads posing with their gun in between them and all this other shit. And and people are applauding this and acting like it's cool, but honestly, I don't see nothing funny or cool about that shit. Yes, I have daughters and I'm going to protect my daughters, but I don't feel the need to pull a gun out if a nigga come to my house to take my daughter to the prom. Also, I look at on the other end that if that was my son, how would I feel about my son coming to pick up his daughter and he got a gun. He's posing with my son with a gun. If you don't take care of her, no, I have an issue with that.
Yeah, I do too. I think the picture is just like tasteless, man. You know what I'm saying? The pictures that I saw are really, really tasteless, man. And some people out there are really finding that shit funny and all this. And it's a I would never do no crap like that either. Like, just I'm gonna make sure that there's an understanding. The world does not have to see that at the end of the day, if my daughter is not treated properly or if something happens to her, that I'm on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a picture to let the rest of the world know that. As long as I got an understanding with that young man or the young lady or whomever it is, then that's perfectly fine. But it's not funny at all. It's not cool. And I feel you on that as far as like if, from the other side of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would hate to go on Facebook and just be scrolling and see my son pose with another man and his daughter on the other side of him, and he got a gun. He looking at my son. I'm like, I got an issue.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to find out where they live. Me and partner need to talk. We need to have a talk.
Right. Shit ain't sweet around here like that.
No. Yeah, definitely not. Especially not with none of my kids, man. We're not doing that. And I think some of these guys that are posing, making these pictures, whatever, they need to think about that shit. Is it cool if that's your son? If he's coming to pick up your daughter for the prom anyway, you should have already talked to this young man and know what kind of guy he is or whatever. I mean, for the most part, I think it shouldn't be your first time meeting him.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming to pick up for the prom. I mean, I don't think it should be the first time you meet him. But I mean, who knows with these days? I mean,
yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know, but if the woman I'm with, hopefully she wouldn't even let that shit happen. Like, if I was to ever think about some shit like that, baby, that's not what we're doing. We ain't
like no. That ain't what we doing. Like,
right.
That ain't what we doing. Like, you can't be putting no AR-15 in the picture.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's crazy. So last week, man, when we was getting off, you had made the statement about healing, and you don't know, like, far as in, life and past situations, relationships, friendships,
Right.
or whatever kind of ships.
Right.
You don't know if you've like really healed from some of these situations.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, I think for me, just thinking back on some of the things that I've been through in my life, man. I learned how to suppress things. I learned how to ignore feelings. I learned how to move on from it. But to say heal, like there's a lot of things in my mind that I still remember from a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it's things that from past relationships that I remember that I haven't gotten over. There's things that I've done to other people that I haven't gotten over or I haven't forgave myself about. So that's what I meant when I said, like, I don't really know if I truly know how to heal. I think I'm just really, really good at suppressing feelings. And I got a hell of a poker face. You're not going to really know if something's bothering me unless I tell you, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it tend to come out though?
Huh?
Does it tend to come out though? So far as in like say for instance, at some point in time, like you're in a relationship and something happens that reminds you of, something that happened in another situation that you haven't completely healed from, and now you got this issue with this new person.
Okay.
But it's reminding you of some old shit. So now, once you talk about it or it all like, and it comes out, it's not just this particular situation. It's a bunch of other shit compound on with it because it hasn't been, it's been suppressed and not really dealt with.
You're asking me if it comes out?
Yeah. Does it all come out like that?
I mean, I guess it all depends, dog. I guess it's definitely it's going to come out some way somehow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just in different situations. You know what I mean? For me, different situations for different people. You know what I mean? Like if something is triggering, then it just might come out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, does that make sense?
It does. So how does that affect like just your dating life, or just how you deal with women in like in new situations? I mean, does it affect it at all?
That's what I'm saying. It again, it could. It very well could. I'm
Okay.
going to say it has. It has before. You know what I mean? And that just comes off for triggers, or if this looks like that, then this must be that. If
Okay.
it, if it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, it ain't no chicken type of deal.
Okay.
But in all actuality, it could just be a misunderstanding, or that person could have been triggered on the other side. So it's plenty of the factors to think about. But I'm just saying, bottom line is that when people say healing, is healing actually like you forgiving a person, or is it you forgiving yourself? Is it is it a mixture of the two?
Okay.
Or forgiving, what does that look like? I can't really say. I don't really know what
Right.
that looks
like. Okay. Yeah. The healing part of it is the interesting part, because like you said, forgiving, because a lot of people say, I forgave, but I didn't forget. There's a couple other quotes and things that they use, but I think the dating aspect of it, because I do like, there are things that happen with, and now that you say that, when I think about previous relationships that I have issues with, and I think when you're like, well, when you make changes to say, okay, well, nah, I don't fuck with people like this, or people that act like this, or people that do this, does that mean you really healed? Because you've altered something. But so me, for instance, if I say, you know what, I don't like Aquarius. I'm just
Okay. All right.
Which is dumb. A lot of people do that shit. They start basing things off of a sign or where they're from. But and this is a poor example. But if I say, you know what, I'm not dating nobody that's born in the month of January. I don't like January, Aquarius, or whatever, if that's their sign or whatever. I don't know. But have I really healed from this person? And because I'm taking whatever whatever that person done or whatever I went through with them, now I'm putting that on a whole sign. You know what I'm saying? I'm now limiting my dating pool. I'm probably not going to give, in my mind, I'm not going to give another Aquarius the time of day to get close to me, to get to know me like this other Aquarius did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a form of someone. I think that's someone not healing all the way. Yeah.
Still,
in my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
I think so too. I strongly think so. Yeah. Tip tells me that she would never date another man from up north. I'm like, why? Why? What does that have? What is all? There are a million men from North Carolina up. Well, let's say the North Carolina Virginia border up, and now you have ruled all these men out off of one man.
Wait, so she's saying when she said north, she's referring to what?
Anything above that Mason-Dixon.
Oh,
I don't like niggas from up north. They blah 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 blah, and that's based off of one or two men, I believe. I'm like, well, come on, Tip.
So it's not preference. It's not preference.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's her preference. It's her preference, but
you know what the underlying issue is.
Mm-hmm.
So okay,
yeah,
I get it.
She ain't healed in that aspect. All right, so with the healing part, like for instance, when something happens, and you're in a relationship and you decide to stay together and we're gonna heal. If one individual did something to, make things wrong in this relationship, it always comes off as in, and I'm pretty sure you've been through this situation a lot, you being the man, and I know I have, being the man in a relationship. Okay, so what are you going to do to fix this or make this right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a relationship. I get it that I fucked up, right. But can I really make this relationship right by myself?
No.
But why does it always come off like that? Whether it's, and we're just talking about the man because me and you are men. It could have been a woman, but we're gonna leave it on us.
I guess because if I had to give a reason, it would be probably because you did the crime. If you don't want to do the damn time, then you gotta hot damn make sure that you fix whatever it is that you did or wrong, you're right or whatever. That's the only thing that I could think of. That's the way some women that I've dealt with, in the past. That's the way they feel. If you did it, I can do no wrong. Oh, I did. No, I can't do any wrong. They
you need to fix it. Yeah,
you did it. You need to fix it. It's up to you, and you need to keep on trying until I feel like it's right.
Oh my God! But what a collection plate! Where's the collection plate? And so now the deck is stacked against you, right? It's loaded because as we just said, it's two of us in the relationship. In order for this relationship to get right, it's going to take a combined effort. Yes, I can do what I need to do on my end, but if I'm the only one working to fix the relationship, then what are we really doing?
Right.
We doomed.
100%. Like you said, the deck is stacked, bro, against you. Period. Good luck. I mean,
but we try.
Yeah, we still try anyway because people are. Well, us as men, you know, you can be remorseful, you know, and want to also wrong your right. Like, don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, don't get it fucked up. But for me, I don't like when a motherfucker mad at me. I don't give a damn if it's a relationship or not. Like, I'm gonna try to make it right, but ultimately, then after that, I'm gonna give you your space and let you dissect whatever it is that you need to dissect in your head or make whatever decision you need to make, and then we'll move from there. But I'm not finna do all that extra shit.
And then that comes off as you don't care or you're arrogant or maybe you're giving up, which ain't the case.
No, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I haven't like try to make peace offerings and shit because I have. I don't think it's wrong with that. But to constantly keep on, you know, some people think that when their person fucks up, that the other person may either get, you know, do the begging thing or spin the bag, you know. You know, they're gonna make you pay, literally, when you fuck up.
What does that fix?
Doesn't fix anything. It gives one person leverage over the other.
We talking about love? Come on. Should on what terms or what in what instances should anybody outside of you and your partner know that you and your partner are on bad terms or something's going
on? Maybe you know, your best friend or your mentor, maybe. Okay. You know what I mean? Or somebody that you confide in, you know what I'm saying, that you want advice for, you know, from. But that's about it, though. In-house should be in-house. Stuff that happens in-house should stay in-house, in my opinion.
True. So how do you think that's important that you should have an outside source, just maybe one that you trust and you can talk to about these things? Because there are some people that's like, you know, you shouldn't be talking to nobody about what we got going on in this house, period.
Yes, I do feel like you should because, you know, us as people, we have one-track minds, you know what I'm saying? And what we feel like what we do a lot of the times is right.
Right.
Or we might feel you have other people that feel like they can do no right and everything they do wrong, but you should have someone that you trust to at least, again, get their opinion. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be a yes man. A wise, noble person, if you will, man.
I agree with it. I mean, because I feel like sometimes we don't always have the answers, and the other person that we're with don't always have the answers, because at certain times people are always going to see, not always, but going to see things the way that they want to see them. If they believe you wrong, them, and they're never, you know what I'm saying? And an outside party that you trust might be able to help you better navigate through whatever's going on.
Facts.
So Facts. I would disagree with someone that when they say, look, don't nobody need to know what the fuck, you know, there are certain things, but if it's conflict and we're trying to figure out how to better this relationship with what's going on, I don't think you have to get into a whole lot of specifics, but I mean, dealing with what you got going on, yeah. So I would definitely say no. Whoever feels that way, is wrong. I've been told that a couple times, but
Of course.
no, who cares? Who cares? You know, let's go ahead and do some unapologetic truths. I'm trying to keep us hour and a half for now. I like our shorter episodes, but you know, sometimes we can't dictate the conversation flow. Once you get into good conversations, you know what I'm saying, this shit might go a little longer, but
sometimes, man.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna get back into Wife Playmate This too.
It's cool.
Had a break. So the first one, well, we'll go with this. What makes you the best version of yourself? This is a
what
makes you the best version of yourself?
I don't know if I understand it.
So I'll try.
All right.
So I think when I'm given the space to be me,
okay,
and deal with things how I best see fit, maybe a little advice here or there, but I think when I can operate, you know, on my own, you know, with limited help, you know, and be myself at doing it, I think that's probably what makes me the best version of myself.
All right. So I think the best version of me, the world gets the best version of me when I am stress-free.
Okay.
Where I'm not into my head or into my own thoughts. I definitely have to agree with you. I'm not one of those people that likes to be hounded, right? Or backed into a corner. So yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. People get the best version of me for sure. Yeah.
That was a good one. That's definitely a good one. Backed in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna read this one a little bit because I just saw this one. Someone sent this to me and I never heard of them. Conflicting styles. All right. So conflicting styles, there are 4 of them, and it basically describes how individuals approach conflict in relationships, or any kind of relationship. It can be a relationship with intimate relationship or friendship or whatever else, but in anything ship. So you have 4. You have avoidant, volatile, validating, and hostile. Avoidant is people who use avoidant styles minimize conflict as much as they can by agreeing to disagree.
Okay.
All right. Volatile. Unlike the avoidant style, those who use the volatile style are not afraid to have passionate debates and disagreements. However, these arguments may still be beneficial to the relationship and are not necessarily a sign that the couple is not managing conflict well.
Okay.
Validating. The validating style emphasizes that partners seek to understand and appreciate their partner's beliefs, thus validating them. Of the 3 regulated styles, this style seems to be the most effective as it is most closely associated with relationship satisfaction and stability.
Okay.
And the last one is hostile. This style is unregulated and therefore is always destructive to the relationship. Couples who use the hostile style have feelings of contempt and undermine the relationship. So,
all right.
The question would be, out of those, which one do you think your conflict style is?
Volatile. Yeah, for sure. And it's only because I'm not afraid to have the hard conversations. And I understand that it could get a little heated, but also too, it doesn't mean that we're beefing. It doesn't mean that we are not moving in the right direction. It just means that people have feelings and people be passionate about certain things or they're triggered. Yep. So, and me, I'm with all that because I want to know.
Absolutely. I echo that. I'm the same. And because I want not only do I want to understand and hear your side, but I want you to understand and hear my side as well. I don't think we're getting anywhere if I don't understand your side and where you're coming from, what upset you, how it upset you, why it upset you, and the same on my end. You need to understand the same as well. You know, and I feel that's how we get past that. So once that same problem arises again, okay, we moved like this last time, let's move a different way. I don't I don't necessarily agree with the well, I think the next better one for me will probably be the validating. But in comes the volatile, because yes, I'm going to, appreciate and understand, what you're saying, but
Mm-hmm.
you got to do the same too. You got to appreciate and understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying while we got there.
I'm with
That avoidant, I'm not going. I guess at times I have agreed to disagree, because you know what, I don't feel like fucking with this shit or being. But I think that might most likely happen with somebody I really ain't rocking with like that. Like, okay, you got it. Have at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can be real dismissive at times, and and like,
Yeah.
what you got it, what? But I understand that shit really that's a mechanism that you use to really get to a motherfucker. Like, oh yeah, you got it, yeah, okay,
Yeah. All right. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Not putting energy into it.
yeah. All right. Yeah, for conflicted styles. I never knew about that shit. I never heard about them, but
Me neither.
that's kind of cool. All right, dog. Let's go ahead and close this out.
All right, man. Shout out to you, big dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man, and making sure that we good to go and everything's solid for when we record. Shout out to the home team, man, my support system. I love you. I'll be home soon. Shout out to my babies, man. My daughter's sick right now, so uh, I'm praying for her to be healthy. And yeah, I'll see my son on Saturday, which is I'm ecstatic about. Right, like I cannot freaking wait to see my little man. I cannot wait. And as always, man, well, shout out. Thank you for everybody for the birthday wishes, man. I got a lot of love yesterday.
Okay.
It was unexpected, but I'm definitely appreciative of it, dog. Appreciative to be here on this earth for 38 years, man. And I hope I'm here for another 38 years, God willing.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, man, myself and Reggie, we understand and we hope that you understand that mental health is real. Before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into our individual IGs and Facebook. And I can assure you that we will get you or point you into the right direction of the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Happy birthday once again to you.
So thank you, man.
Glad you enjoyed it. And like you said, yeah, another 38. Yep. We're gonna celebrate like we gotta get together next year. Do something. One of these years, we gotta do something.
Yeah, for sure.
Birthdays too close together to not do something. But yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, man. And happy early. But by the time this come out, my baby will be 18 already. But happy birthday to her as well. Congratulations on everything she's doing and she got going on in life, man. It's just
big time.
Yeah, a blessing, man. And that's it. I don't got no more babies.
Yeah.
So they will always be my babies, but 18, she's wow, man. But it's an honor, man, just watch them grow and the changes and I'm so sad, that ain't my, I just can't grab her and hold her like I used to, or her be all up under me. It's all about friends and everything. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this next journey in life for her, going to VCU and everything else. And then Passion, she'll be down here next week, gender reveal for grandbaby number 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about all this shit going on, but listen, they trying to get me old. I know that for fact. They trying to get me old, man. But I appreciate it, man. I love them to death, man. And to everybody that rock with us, I see y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for all the support, the comments, and definitely for shouting out Dre. I got some. I forgot to send them to you. I got some inboxes saying happy birthday, Dre, on because I posted on my shit, and I'm like, okay, y'all, shoot that to him. But yeah, that ain't sound like hate, did it?
It sounded like a little sprinkler.
Hopefully they did. Hopefully they did shoot at you. Well, you know what? No, that came to my personal shit. It didn't go to Unapologetic. But yeah, man. It is all
All
good.
good. But whomever it was, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I know one was Cherie, one was Tip. Who else?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Unapologetic. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Dre, Reg, we out of here. We see y'all next week.
Take it easy.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.